What if the Chicago Bears, in the midst of a pivotal season, have just cracked the code to solidify their future? Can the additions of two undrafted rookies not only reshape the dynamics of the offense, but also establish an unbreakable culture of resilience on the special teams? Stay tuned, my friends, because the winds of change are swirling around Hollis Hall like an autumn gust shaking the leaves. This is no ordinary offseason. Hit that like button, subscribe for all the pulse pounding updates, and drop your predictions in the comments. Are you prepared for a new bolt of hope to surge into the franchise? Inside sources, insiders are buzzing with anticipation, their whispers echoing through the dark corners of Soldier Field, hinting that something significant is brewing behind the scenes. Many fans have turned their attention to the big names, the flashy signings, but the real mystery lies in the shadows, where grit meets heart and passion. Rumors begin to swirl about two undrafted free agents, both hungry and ready to prove themselves. And as their stories intertwine with the storied legacy of this franchise, one thing becomes clear. These aren't just players. They're potential game changers. Enter J.D. Walker from Texas A&M and J.P. Richardson from TCU. When I tell you their addition has the potential to rewrite what it means to be a Bear, I'm not exaggerating. This could change everything. Walker, a 6'2" playmaker with the heart of a lion and a monstrous 16.9 yards per reception average over 2 seasons, is not just another wideout. He's a weapon. And then there's Richardson, with speed to burn, a kick returner who's competitive. Spirit echoes legends like Devin Hester, ready to breathe new life and fire into our special teams unit. This isn't just about the X's and O's. It's about identity. For years, Bears fans have watched as glimmers of greatness flickered out under the weight of disappointment and heartbreak. The ghosts of 1985, '06, and 8 haunt every fan that enters those hallowed grounds yearning for glory. Can these new additions, if they live up to the hype, be the harbingers of a new era? A chance to finally start fresh and seize a long-awaited resurgence? Picture this. What if Walker becomes the deep threat we've been missing, stretching defenses and giving Justin Fields the space he needs to flourish? What if Richardson takes the kick return game by storm, flipping field positions and igniting the entire team's energy with every touchdown? But, and it's a big, what happens if they crumble under pressure, or if they don't translate their college success into the NFL gridiron? The stakes couldn't be higher. Dreams can soar, or they can crash and burn in an instant, leaving us once again grasping at straws and wondering if we'll ever find our footing in this relentless league. It's the unpredictability of these young additions that leaves my heart racing, knowing that we could be on the verge of something truly spectacular, or just another heartbreaking chapter in our tortured history. So brace yourselves, Bears Nation, because as the fall shadows stretch across the Chicago skyline, the real story is just beginning. Stay tuned. What comes next will reveal whether hope springs eternal, or if the continuity of our painful legacy will reveal itself once again. Part 2 is coming, and believe me, you won't want to miss it. Raise your glasses and feel the weight of every game-winning drive, every blunder that sliced our hopes, because every single one of us that's soul-wrenching, passionate, die-hard Bears fan has forked over a little piece of who we are to this franchise, and the stakes couldn't be higher now. Imagine the shadows of this very season, a microcosm of history. This isn't just about X's and O's. This is an existential crisis. And we're standing at the crossroads of choice, clutching the legacies of Singletary, Ehrlicher, and Hester. We've witnessed the beauty of the past, where upon our solid foundations, the Super Bowl shuffle was born, and yet here we are, staring into an abyss of accumulating disappointments. But picture this. What if we aren't just on the edge of a promising season, but teetering on the brink of something that could either shatter our hearts again or transform us into legends woven into the fabric of this city's mosaic? Now, imagine if the front office finally had the courage to step out of their own shadows, and instead of choosing safe mediocrity, they embrace risk-craft moves that send shockwaves through the league. The Packers are licking their wounds. fueled by their own history of heartbreak. And let's not even get started on the Lions and Vikings, each match a duel in a gladiator's arena, where every loss reverberates like thunder across the lakefront. Can't you just feel the tension creeping into the locker room? Players glancing sideways, questioning their leaders' intentions, questioning their own futures. One side hustles with the familiar fear of another double doink, while the other dreams of hoisting the Lombardi. There's a palpable tension in the halls of Hollis. Mutual respect clashing with growing appetite, every decision weighs heavily. Questions hang in the air like the sweet smell of barbecue smoke wafting from tailgates. And you could feel the doubt creeping in like lake wind off Soldier Field in December, rustling the very resolve of men whose worthiness is always questioned. I can see our icons watching, urging the new generation, whispering from their sepulchers. Are we bold enough to channel the grit and valor they embodied? We've tasted the bitterness of 1985, the agony of 2006 when we fell short, and we've relived the flashbacks of 2010 and the despair of 2018. With each passing year, another scar etched into our psyche. But does this pain refine us or blind us with frustration? Here's the kicker. What if we turn this corner, and instead of more anguished tears, we emerge stronger, facing our rivals with the fire of old? The ghosts of the past linger at Hollis Hall. Will they resonate differently now? Oh, to dream of a day when whispers of demise transform to echo. Not this time. But with each hit, each snap, the tension coils tighter around our chests, and the what-ifs become deafening. What if our second half collapses resurface like some sinister specter that blindsides us again? What if that hope we're nurturing is just the spark before the inevitable autumn storm, when hope dangles like a mixed metaphor from our neighbors? The dream is alive within us, but can we nurture it without choking it? Are we about to see a resurrection of the franchise, or another soul-crushing tale that floods our hearts with doubt and dreams splintering in the night? So raise your glass again, raise it high. For we are not just here fumbling through defeats, we're soldiers in a battle for not just wins, for not just the glory, but for our very identity as a proud Chicago Bears family woven through history, blood, and heartbreak. We are in the storm now, brothers and sisters. Every moment holds us captive. Every play is a pulse. The question remains. Are we ready to embrace the chaos of hope or run from it in fear? And as the clock ticks onward, can we truly rise and take our rightful place, or will we watch another fire extinguish, becoming legends of what could have been? The answer awaits us, shrouded in the next fourth quarter call.